What's up, everybody? My name is Larissa Shanti, and today we're bringing you a New Year's yoga flow for new beginnings. So this practice can be really good for the new year or maybe a new moon, anytime you're feeling the need for kind of some change, a fresh start, and new beginnings. So today we're going to be started on our knees. If this feels a little uncomfortable for you, you can bring a block or a cushion or something underneath the bum, and sometimes that can give us a little bit more ease. We're going to start off our practice today by doing some Brahmari breathing. So that's the B breath. And how we do that is we take our middle fingers and we just hold our ears closed, and then we will inhale. And on the exhale, we'll make a humming sound like so. And we try to make the hum sound like an om. So we kind of make the om, but in a humming kind of way. Yeah? So go ahead, let's do this together. So bring your middle fingers together. Hold the ears closed. You can close the eyes. And we're going to do this for 5 rounds. So take an inhale. And then exhale, humming om. Inhale. Inhale. Last one. Gently release the hands from the ears, set them in the lap, and just take a moment coming back to your natural breath. Brahmari breathing is really good for just clearing away any funky, cloudy thoughts and allowing space for new, fresh thoughts to arrive and come in. Let's blink those eyes open and make our way into tabletop. So hands underneath the knees, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. When you're ready, on your inhale, drop the belly down, lift the heart, lift the head. And then on your exhale, press and round to find your cat. And let's just move through a few of these at your own pace. Just kind of tuning in with your breath today. Seeing if you can feel each vertebrae move one at a time. And let's just finish up the round wherever you're at. And meet me back in a nice neutral tabletop spine. From here, start to extend your right leg behind you. Tuck the toes, and then you're pushing your hands forward, so like you're trying to slip that mat out from underneath you. And sending your heel to the back edge of the room. And this is just giving you a nice little calf stretch, hamstring stretch. Then bring the shoulders back over the wrists. Start to lift that right leg, flex the toes, fire on your right glute to help hold you there. And then you're going to take that foot all the way over to the left side of the mat, set the toes down. And then you can start to look behind you, seeing if you can look at those toes, get a nice stretch into the outer right hip and right side body. Just take a breath, breathing in and breathing out. On the inhale, head back to center, lift the leg back up with control, bring it back, hold it for a moment, and then set that knee down. Same thing on the other side. So extend the left leg, tuck the toes, and then you're just gently pushing the mat away from you, getting deeper into that calf, hamstring. Breathing in and breathing out. Start to bring the shoulders back over the wrists, lift the leg, flex the toes, really fire on your left glute to help hold that leg, inner thigh as well. Then take that foot over to the right side of your mat. Then start to look over your right shoulder, seeing if you can see those toes. Feeling a stretch in the left hip, left side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring the head back to center. Lift that leg back up with control. Hold it for a moment. Left hip is level with your right. And then set the knee down. Let's tuck both toes. Take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, hips up and back for our first downward dog. You can pedal out the feet here a little bit if you want to. Bending one knee, then the other. And after we've kind of warmed those up a bit, maybe move into the neck and shoulders. So you can give a little yes, a little no with the head, just kind of loosening up in that area. Then on your next inhale, take your right leg up behind you into a three-legged dog. Bend the knee, turn it up towards the sky, and try to square your hips down square your shoulders down towards your mat. So you can do that by looking through your left armpit, maybe trying to see your toes floating in the air. Breathing in and breathing out. Start to square off the hips. Bring that foot forward all the way to the top of the mat. Set it down. Drop the back knee. On the inhale, sweep it up into your low lunge. Let's hold it here for a moment. Feel the right hip hugging back, left hip forward, pressing down into your right heel to help lift your lower ribs away from your hips. Reaching through the sides of the body, through the fingers. And then as you exhale, take the hands down to the earth. Anchor your left hand down. On the inhale, right arm to the sky, a little twist. Kind of twisting out all the old stuff, bringing in some new space, creating new space for some new stuff. And you can start to tuck those back toes if they're not tucked already. Start to lift the leg up so you're in a floating low lunge twist. Now take the right hand down, sweep that leg back, find your plank. Hands underneath shoulders, heels reaching to the back end of the mat. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, lower down to the belly. Use the knees if you need to. Untuck your toes. On the inhale, peel it up into a baby cobra. And then exhale, coming back down, tucking your toes, making your way back to a downward dog. On the inhale, take that left leg up behind you. Start to bend the knee, open up the hip. Start to look through that right shoulder to square the shoulders down to the mat. Breathing in. And then breathing out, taking that knee back underneath you, foot to the top of the mat. Drop the back knee. Inhale, sweep it up, low lunge, hold it here. Left hip hug back, right hip hugs forward. Pressing into that left heel to kind of engage and lift up through the sides of the body. And then on your exhale, float the hands down, anchor the right hand. Inhale, left arm to the sky, twist, twisting out all that old stale energy and bringing in some new fresh energy. Start to tuck those back toes, lift the back leg, hold it here for a moment. And then take that hand down, sweep it back, find your plank. As you're ready, lower down onto the belly. And then inhale it up, baby cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Tuck your toes. Make your way back to downward dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Let it go. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward. On the exhale, start to walk to the top. On your inhale, find your halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale to fold. On the inhale, press and rise, hands up overhead. And then exhaling, hands to heart center. And then mountain pose. Take feet about hip width apart here. And then on your next inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, sweep the hands high, chair pose. Try to shift the weight into the heels. Keep sinking the hips, keep lifting the heart. And just being aware if the knees are going in, think about a block being in between the knees. So you're pressing into the outer edges of your heels. And then exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, find your plank. And then on the exhale, you can lower down. Inhale, up to baby cobra. And then exhale, meet me in a down dog. On your next inhale, right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring that foot forward, top of the mat. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up into crescent pose. Hold it here, nice and stable. Right hip hugs back, left hip hugs forward. Again, reaching through the sides of the body. Inhale. On your exhale, spin that back heel down, open up the arms, bend that front knee, find your warrior two. Take time to get solid in your foundation. And then press your feet down into your mat and start to draw the feet towards one another energetically to kind of engage the inner thighs. Rooting down into our mat, getting nice and stable before moving into our future. On the next inhale, drop that back hand, flip the palm, reverse warrior. On your exhale, see if you can bend that knee to kind of sink the hips a little bit, deepening that stretch, but stay strong in your back leg. Breathing in and breathing out. On the next inhale, press through that front leg, reach to the right fingers, and then bring the hands back down to warrior two, but front leg stays long. Start to reach forward over those fingers, over those toes, and then come down into triangle. Firming through the legs, lifting through the heart, long through the left and right side of the body. Then start to take that top hand down, bend your front knee, frame the foot, spin onto the ball of the back foot, and then sweep it back, vinyasa. So all the way down to the belly. Inhale to your cobra. And then on the exhale, meet me in a down dog. Next, inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise strong, find your crescent pose. Left hip hugs back, right hip hugs forward. Another inhale, getting long through the side body, reaching through the fingers. And then as you exhale, spin the back heel down, open to your warrior two. Always take time getting solid in that foundation. Pressing through the back edge of the back foot, ball of the front foot. Reaching through the fingers. Then pressing the feet down and then drawing them together to turn on those inner thighs. Gazes over those front fingers. Rooted in the here and now, but looking forward into the future. On the inhale, drop that back pen, flip the palm, reverse warrior. On your exhale, you can bend the knee just to sink the hip a little bit. Then on your next inhale, push that front leg long, reach through the left fingers. Start to take the hands down, find your warrior two arms, front leg stays long. Then start to reach over those toes with the fingers. Keep reaching, and then slowly coming into your triangle pose. Feet are firming into the mat. Left hip is drawing underneath the body. Right hip is opening up to the sky. Breathing in and breathing out. Take that right hand down as you bend the front leg, frame the foot, sweep it back, vinyasa. Inhale up to your baby cobra. And then exhale, meet me in a down dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. On the exhale, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, press and rise, hands up overhead. Exhale, heart center, mountain pose. All right, here we go. Gonna take it up a notch. On your next inhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, sweep the hands high. Hold here in your chair. Breathing in and breathing out. Another inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back. Vinyasa, all the way down to the belly, or chaturanga if you're feeling it. Then inhale to your up dog or your cobra. And then on the exhale, meet me in a down dog. On your next inhale, right leg up behind you. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it underneath the body, top of the mat. Inhale, rise up into your crescent pose. Exhale, spin the back heel down, open to your warrior two. Take time, get solid. Reach through the fingers in opposite directions. Gazes over those front fingers. On the inhale, find the reverse. And then exhale, bend the knee, sink the hips just a little bit. Inhale, push the floor away from you. Lengthen that leg, reach to the right fingers. Hands come down. Start to reach forward, right hip draws underneath the body. Keep reaching, coming into your triangle pose. Firming through the legs, right hip draws under, left hip opens. Trying to stay long through the left and right sides of the body by lifting the heart. Then from here, look down in front of your big toe. Start to bend that front leg. Fingertips come down to the floor as you sweep that back leg up, finding half moon pose. Back toes are flexing, using that left glute to lift that leg. Heart is opening up. Good. Hold it here for one more breath. If we're falling all over the place, it's all good. It's all about the effort, not the pose. We're going to try to drop it back into a warrior two. So start to bend that standing leg and dropping it back in 3, 2, 1. Reverse. Inhale. And then exhale. Cartwheel the hands down. Frame your front foot. Sweep it back. Find your plank. Hold it here. And then exhale to lower or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And then exhale, meeting in a down dog. Same thing, other side. On the inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it to the top of the mat. Inhale, rise strong, find your crescent pose. On the exhale, spin the back heel down, open to your warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend the knees, sinking the hip just a little bit more. Then inhale, press the floor away, get long through that left side body. Float the arms down, and then start to reach forward, drawing the left hip underneath. Slowly coming in to your triangle pose. Breathing in, breathing out. Look down in front of that big toe. Start to bend that front leg. You can always shift that back foot in a bit. Take the fingers down, then lift up into half moon pose. Right toes are flexing. Squeeze your right glute muscle to help lift that leg and open up the hip. Breathing in, breathing out. And then we're going to try to drop it back in 3, 2, 1. Inhale to reverse. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Frame the foot, sweep it back. Vinyasa, all the way down to the belly or chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And then exhale, meet me in a down dog. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Start to lower the knees down onto the earth. Come to sit onto the heels. Shift your weight off to one side and then bring those feet around front, scoot down the mat so there's space behind you. Hands come underneath the knees and then just roll the spine down nice and slow. Draw the heels towards the bum. We're going to come into reclined butterfly pose. So you can open up the knees to the sides of the mat, bring the soles of the feet together. And then arms down by your side, palms facing up. Or if it feels good, you can take them wider, maybe even up overhead if it feels okay on your shoulders. And closing the eyes for a moment. Feeling the back body start to settle into the mat. Feel the hips gently opening back up. And take this moment here to think of anything that you'd like to cultivate a little bit more of in your future, in your life. If you'd like to spend more time with family, if you'd like to read more books, whatever it is, bring that to your mind's eye right now. Allowing your heart to open up to that possibility. Allowing yourself to open up to that possibility. And slowly start to slide the hands back down. You can bring the knees back together nice and slow. You can bring the knees into the chest for a little squeeze. Then reach down, grab the outsides of the feet coming into happy baby. So knees drawing down towards the earth, soles of the feet pressing up towards the sky. And if grabbing the feet isn't accessible, you can either hold onto the ankles or sometimes you can hold the backs of the knees as well. Try to press the lower back down into the mat. Tuck the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Just taking a moment, breathing in. And breathing out. Slowly release. Bring the knees back to the chest, little squeeze. And send both legs long. Bring the right knee back up. Open the right arm out to the side, and then take that knee across the body for a little twist. You can look in the opposite direction if it feels good on the neck and on the spine. Coming back to center. Extend the right leg. Bring the left knee in. And then open up that left arm to the side. Take the knee across the body for a little twist. Coming back. Extend that left leg. Maybe let's take both knees back up. One final squeeze. And then on your inhale, draw the forehead to the knees. And then on your exhale, let the legs go long. Let the legs go wide as your mat. Feet flop open or closed. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Feel free to do any final movements to make yourself feel more settled. Then you can close your eyes or leave them soft. Start to allow the body to soften, get heavy, slowly sinking and melting into your mat. Resting here for a few moments. I'll let you know when it's time to come back. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Rolling wrists and ankles. Maybe reaching arms up overhead for a nice full body stretch. You can bend one knee, then the other, and just roll onto your side. Spend a moment here. And as you feel ready, eyes closed or eyes soft, you can press yourself back up to a seated position. You're welcome to keep hands in the lap, or if you'd like to join me, hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra. With a gentle bow of the head, let's just take pause here, giving thanks and gratitude to all the growth and everything that we've learned over the past year. Or a gentle bow to everything that we have to come, cultivating and forging our future. Until next time.